Hi guys, live again. Sorry for going live again so much, but I have a topic I want to talk about. It's about music theory. I figured something out that's pretty simple and cool. I just thought maybe you guys, maybe just for review, we could talk about it. I could talk about it. Remember, there's 12 notes you can have it be in any one of 12 notes as the keynote, but there's 4 different permutations of diatonic scales, and I want to explain how they might come, how you can think of that. First of all, you have the tonic chord, which is the 1 chord. Then you have the subdominant chord, which is the 4 chord, and then you have the dominant chord, which is the 5 chord. So in the key of E, E would be the tonic chord, the 1 chord. A would be the 4 chord or the subdominant chord, and B would be the dominant chord or the 5 chord. Now, let's say we're going to do all 4 types of scale on E. Then you can do it on any of the other 12 notes too, but we're doing it on E. For all 4 of the main ones I just mentioned, which is for major scale and harmonic minor scale and harmonic major scale and melodic minor scale, they all have a major chord on the 5 chord, or the dominant chord is always a major chord. So if you're in the key of E, the B as in boy is always a major chord. Now the other 2 chords, E and A, can each be either major or minor, each of them. So that makes 4 possibilities, like a square. First of all, the E and the A can be both the same, and they can be major. So if the E is major, A is major, and B is major, that makes an E major scale. They can both be the same and be minor. If E is minor and A is minor and B is major, you have an E harmonic minor scale. If they're both different, then you could have either the E is major and the A is minor and the B is major, which is a E harmonic major chord. Or if they're both different, you could have the E as a minor chord, the A is a major chord, and the B is in boy is a major chord, and that makes it an E melodic minor scale. So that's all the 4 possibilities, and explained in terms of the 3 primary chords in a key, which is the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord, or tonic, subdominant, and dominant chord, and the 2 possibilities that each chord can be, which is and also that the dominant chord is always a major chord, which is another way of saying, or implies that saying that implies that there's always a major 7th, as the 7th note in the scale is always major 7th, because that is the major 7th is the 7th is the 3rd of the 5 chord. If the 5 chord is major, you have a major 7th. So the other only possibilities are really the minor or major tonic, which affects the 3rd scale degree, and the minor or major subdominant or 4 chord, which affects the 6th scale degree. So basically, that's another way of looking at it. You can look at it as all the scales have a root, a 2nd, a 4th, a 5th, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, and a major 7th. But the difference. Oh, let me say that again. All the I said that right. But what I left out is that the 3rd can be major or minor, and the 6th can be major or minor. So if you have a root, a 2nd, a 4th, a 5th, and a major 7th, you could have a major 3rd and a major 6th, which makes a major scale. You could have a minor 3rd and a minor 6th, which makes a harmonic minor scale. So of course, remember that the major 7th is always the 7th is always major. You could have a 6th that is major and a 3rd that is minor, which will give you a melodic minor scale, or you could have a 6th that is minor and a 3rd that is major, which gives you a harmonic major scale. So it's like tic-tac-toe, but only 2 by 2. You only have 2 chords that are two chords that are up for grabs, which is the tonic and the subdominant, and each one can only be major or minor. So on one row put tonic, other row put subdominant, and then in one column make major and one column make minor, or vice versa. Column either have row of 1 chord, column of 4 chord, and then row and column of major minor. It makes a 2 by 2 square, which is 4 possibilities, and there's the 4 choices are major scale, harmonic major scale, harmonic minor scale, melodic minor scale. Love you guys.